What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with year number 2 of our Oakland Raiders franchise, as the Raiders are now the Los Angeles Crusaders. I'm extremely excited about this season, guys, but we have a lot to get done today before we get going. First things first, we just finished the offseason. It didn't really go as planned, guys. I had a lot more hopes that we would land some bigger players than we did. I don't know. I know a lot of people were telling me about the whole funds thing in the first off-season episode, but I recorded that whole thing in one sit-down, so I really didn't see it until it was too late at that point. That's okay, though. I really do have faith that we're going to turn this around, guys. I know a lot of people are telling me to make my guy a coach, go to a coach so I don't have to worry about all that, but I like the challenge. And worst case scenario, first of all, I think we're going to turn it around. I have faith in this young team. But worst case scenario, I can just, like, if I do go bankrupt and I lose my team, we can still create a character at that point. So I can still create a coach and jump right back into it. But that's again, worst case scenario. I don't think we're going to get to that point. But if we do, that's our backup plan. For now, I like the challenge. I think we'll be okay. But again, our offseason did not quite go as planned. You know, our main goal was to get a better wide receiving core, and we didn't do that. You know, we arguably got worse. Maybe stayed the same. We have a lot of young players now that we're going to have to work with. Before we get into everything, though, we are going to need to sign some players. Let's do this new game prep. I promise you guys, I will be working on confidence a lot more this season. But I am going to spend these first 2 weeks developing our young guys here, trying to get them some experience, because they have the talent, they have the potential, and I think getting these guys some experience early on, maybe improving a few key tributes, should help us, because we have a weak wide receiving core right now. We really need to work on it, and that's the idea there. We cannot progress any players, but we have a few guys with a lot of experience piled up. We'll be able to do that after this week. As we move forward here. Oh, I'm so excited about the Los Angeles Crusaders, guys. I hope you are as well. There's no wide receivers on the trade block right now. We will look into that. Oh, man. Devin Still, man. God bless. You're in my thoughts and prayers, dude. And I almost want to trade for him simply because of his situation. You know, he's an inspiration. His daughter is. So I don't know that we are yet. I kind of need to get out of the hole first. We have a lot of cap room, though. We will see if he's still available after a week or two, and if he is, we might make a trade for him. I'd like to have him on the team. So we'll get into depth chart and roster here in a minute. First thing, First things first, we need to sign some players. I need to fill out the roster. I don't have a backup quarterback right now. So what I think we're going to do is I think I'm going to go with Pryor. You know, he has history with the Raiders as it is. But I really want to have a guy who can run the ball. If Derek Carr does go down, I would like to, mess around with the mobile quarterback. I think that'd be fun. Another guy that I saw here, and this is the only player that I actually saw really coming into this, medium accuracy. If you look at medium accuracy, the second player on this list is a rookie. Now, he's 6'4". I like that. He's only a 58 overall. But he's only 20 years old, so we can develop him for a few years and maybe make him better. Who knows? We're going to sign him now. That doesn't mean he's going to make the roster, guys, but we will give him a shot in the preseason, see if he can do anything for us, because I'd be excited to have him. Running backs, we're going to get to this in a minute. Fullback here, look at this. A 78 overall 20-year-old rookie. We have Marcel Reese. I don't really have any need for this guy, but I'm kind of interested to see what he can do. We'll sign him and see how he does in the preseason. Now, wide receivers we do need. So here's a 24-year-old rookie. We'll give him a shot. We'll sign him. If we're going to give the 5 wide receivers I currently have on the roster, we're going to give them a shot. You know what? Let me get a speed guy too. Like a really fast speed guy if there is one. What we're going to do is move forward. All right, so we got a rookie here. Let's go with the rookie. Why not? I love my rookies, guys. You know I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to move forward with the 6 wide receivers we have. I don't necessarily feel comfortable with them, though. So we might make a trade if somebody pops up, or worst case scenario, if I need to, you know what, we'll come and sign some of the veterans here. I'm okay with that. I want to get wins this season. Now, while we did not improve our wide receivers much, we did land Jared Cook, a great tight end. I'm extremely excited about him. I have a lot of plans for him as we move forward. So I am cool with that. I think he's a big pickup for us. And I'm excited to move forward with him. We do need a backup defensive tackle. This guy seems to be the cheapest, best bet. So we'll go with Bryant. I know I have a lot of cap room, but I still think about that stuff. We need a left linebacker here. And let's find a speed guy as a backup. See who we got. And seems like a good bet to me. Is he okay? 3-4 pass rush. Oh, man. He's not all that great. But he is a backup. I don't know how much time he'll be seeing. We'll sign him, and if he doesn't hold up throughout the preseason, we'll sign somebody before we go into the regular season. I think we're okay everywhere else. I'm pretty sure. Now, I know some people wanted me to sign Brandon Flowers. I don't think we need to, and I'll show you why. Because the next thing on our list to do is to fix our depth chart. Really fast. Manage roster. Depth chart. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is auto reorder. Obviously, Derek Carr moving forward. Running back's an interesting situation because when I drafted Golden, I was told he was a speed back. Unfortunately, that is not the case. He's actually a very similar player to what Maurice Jones-Drew is now. So that 1-2 punch is just, it's too similar. So I'm going to put Maurice Jones-Drew on the trade block. That does not mean I'm going to trade him. We'll see if we get any offers. I don't think I did last season, so I don't really expect to. He had a great season for us last year. I'm perfectly cool moving forward with him. However, outside of awareness and what's it called? Carrying, which 62 worries me. I need to improve that badly. But outside of those and, ball carrier vision, Golden is better in just about every category. Not catching, which I use my running backs a lot out of the backfield, so we'll have to look into that as well. But a lot of this stuff, he's better. Not blocking either. I keep saying, but this. It's almost like that scene from The Jerk. Well, I don't need anything but this, and he just says everything. But a lot of this stuff over here, like acceleration, agility, stuff like that, he's better at. So a little bit faster, not much. But, he's the future running back for this team. So I'd almost be cool with moving forward with Golden and DeAnthony Thomas, who does give us that speed element. That's a, more diverse 1-2 punch, but we'll see if we get any offers for him. We might not. Fullback, Reese, obviously. I'm excited about Parks. Wide receiver, we're going to move forward like this. I'm really excited about our rookie, Stevenson. I know he didn't level out as well as we thought, but he's got size, he's got speed. Well, he doesn't have great speed, but he's got good size, he's got good hands. We can kind of work with that in the red zone especially. We just signed this guy, Cosby. Who knows? Let's check him out. I really don't know much about him. Not fast. Like, we're missing speed with these two guys. That does worry me. I'd almost be cool. Well, we'll see them all in the preseason. And again, if these wide receivers are not cutting it in the preseason, guys, we will make moves. I promise you that. I'm really nervous about moving forward with this wide receiving core, especially after the troubles we had last year. So we'll look into all that. Again, we have Jared Cook here. I love that. He's going to be huge. Our offensive line is improved greatly. Bringing in Mathis, that is huge for us. I think that's going to improve our running game a lot. Gabe Jackson needs to be starting here. I don't know why he wasn't there. He had a good rookie season for us, though. And then we brought in Ivan Guy, another good rookie. I'm excited about him. I think he'll be good. Shelby Harris had a great season for us. Justin Tuck obviously had a great season for us. Antonio Smith taking over now officially. Bryant behind him. Linebacker Khalil Mack, he's improving greatly. And Brandon Spikes coming in to be the middle linebacker, one of our middle linebackers in our defense. Huge pickup for us. Our defense really is greatly improved from last season, mostly because of our corners. Jimmy Smith and Prince Amukamara coming in. And now we have Knight, the rookie, who I really was not planning on getting some rookie capable of playing a lot in our offense at cornerback or our defense right away. But, man, he's good. So the two guys that we spent so much time developing last season, all of a sudden they are way down the depth chart, which brings me to our next point, Usama Young. I like Young a lot. but I'm going to move DJ Hayden up here. Now, I am going to put Hayden on the trade block too. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to trade him, but we're going to see what offers we can get, because I do feel pretty comfortable moving Osama with Osama Young moving forward. Kick return. All right, we got 2 rookies here. We know. Let's move Gayton here. We know he has speed. He's got that 97 speed, so I'm excited about that. We'll see what he can do. Might be like a little Darren Sproles type player. Last thing, or not last thing, but let's go to the trade block really fast. And again, doesn't mean I'm going to trade him. I just kind of want to see if we get any offers. And then we'll go to cornerback as well and put Hayden up there. All right. Cool. And last but not least, let's go to our settings really fast. You know, we are in the preseason, so for the preseason, I do 8-minute quarters. You know, we don't need to see that really long game with preseason. So let's do that really fast. And I noticed this was still on, which I can't quite figure out, the Heat Seeker and Ball Hawk, because Heat Seeker I feel like was off. Like whenever I would try to lay a hard hit out on somebody for the second half of the season only, it didn't seem to work quite as much. Maybe I just didn't have the right players targeted. Sliders I am going to adjust. Last season I said I broke one play for over 20 yards running the ball, so I'm going to improve this a little bit. I know a lot of guys said my wide receivers just didn't have good run blocking. That's definitely possible. I also didn't run outside a whole lot, which it was near impossible to find plays in my playbook to do that. I don't know why. It was weird, but I'll look more for those type of plays moving forward. Interceptions, there were a lot of dropped passes there. I didn't really like that, but I'm going to move the computers up as well because they dropped a ton too, so definitely want to work on that. Everything else I believe is okay for now. Wide receiver catching, I'm going to turn up just a tad just because we struggled with that greatly. And if these sliders don't seem to work, we'll adjust them. You know, I have no problem changing things around in that regard. There was one other thing I wanted to do, and I just thought of it, but now I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, playbook. Let's go to our playbooks. Team roadmap. I almost forgot about that. Schemes. Here we go. I'm not big on that. So we have single, attacking 3-4. That's what our defense is, West Coast. So let's just do a basic West Coast playbook. We'll see how that goes. He does, yeah, and then defensive playbook, we'll just do 3-4 for now. So that should be good for that. We'll see how that goes. If I don't like it, we'll change it around. And people were asking me what my auto subs were for running backs. So 50-49 is what that is. And yeah, there you have it. Guys, I am so excited about jumping into this next season as the Los Angeles Crusaders. I really hope we have a better season this year than we did last. And I hope you guys are excited. If you are, please hit that like button. It helps my channel out tremendously. It helps me grow as a channel, which in turn can potentially give me more time to work on videos. So thanks again, guys. And I will see you in week number 1 of the preseason as we take on the Green Bay Packers. Later.